Good afternoon everyone, it's the 5th of July today and I'm going to make some scouse because one of my nephews is not too good at the moment, so I'm going to help them out and do a little bit of scouse for them and send it over. So I'm just here to show you how to do it. I know I have done a video on it, but every pan of scouse turns out the same. You can do it a million different ways with different things. So I'll start with the This is mince and beef, what I've had in the freezer. And don't worry about it. No, you don't have to defrost it. No, you won't get poison off it. No, you won't get the squirts. Done it many a times. Believe it or not, that's minced beef and that's stewing steak. Just bang it in. I'm also going to put, that's probably enough meat in there really, but I'm also going to put, when I find it, this 5% lean beef. I'm going to put a bit of that in as well, because I'm going to make quite a bit. Make quite a bit of it. I hope you'd all have a go at making this, you know. Hope you don't just watch the video and think, oh, that looks nice, and then you don't make it. And sometimes I brown this off, but sometimes the flavour's in it. And I don't really get crease on the top, pass on the top. This is a bag of mixed cauliflower and broccoli mixed. Loads of that. I always put loads of veg in, always do. And if you haven't got enough room for the potatoes, throw what potatoes you can in and do an extra pan separate. Do a pan separate, and because this all boils down, really does, boils down to practically nothing. So then, when it's boiled down, the pan you've done separate of potatoes, you just throw them in for it to soak the flavours up. About half an hour, an hour. Put this back in there, I'll do that later. I'll seal that later. These are what I've done for quickness when I bought carrots. And I've just chopped them, washed them, froze them, just for quickness. Same with the turnip, or you might call it Swede. Just when I bought them and before they go off, I chopped them, washed them, cleaned them, throw it all in. And look, as you can see, the pan is full already, and I haven't even got nothing in it yet. I haven't even got no potatoes in yet. So I'm gonna put the kettle on to boil. Take that off for now. Put the kettle on. So I've got carrot, turnip, cabbage, broccoli, onion I need. I'll peel and chop these while I'm waiting, so I won't leave you hanging on watching. Just slicing the onions in. I've chopped them all round vertically. I'm just chopping these so they... Well, it doesn't matter anyway because they boil away. They boil away in the pressure cooker. And I know some of you go, oh, I can't stand scouse. Well, whoever made you scouse, it's because they didn't do it right. Because every mother, every father, everyone I know does it different and makes it different. So, don't knock it till you've tried it. If you never get offered it, just have a little taste of it. If you don't like it, that's fair enough. But I think you'll like mine. Yum yum, get in my tum, I'm telling you now. I've got some beef stocks. I usually put oxos in, but I'm going to throw 2 beef stocks in today, as I say. It will make a difference every time. As long as you get there in the end, who cares? And this is a good hearty meal. Especially with crusty bread. You do it with crusty bread and butter. Ooh, can't fit nothing else in it. Should go down when I put the water on now. I haven't even put any potatoes in yet. That's because I didn't defrost the meat, but you don't have to. I've done it 1,000,001 times in my lifetime. Ooh. That's all going down already. Once that block of meat is melted away, that'll just drop. That'll just all drop. And where's my plug? My pressure cooker. Well, you'll have to get one of these pressure cookers, honest to God. You can go out and leave it. Go out for a day out. You can leave it on slow cook if you want it on slow cook. You can even put a delayed timer on. You can put it to delay for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, and it'll switch itself on just before you come home. So when you're home in 6 hours, it'll be done. You're all done and dusted. And I think I put too much water in. Not a problem. I'll take some out. Yes, take some out. And then if I need to throw it back in after, I can do. Because don't forget, potatoes and that all hold water, so that goes into it as well. Oh, I put well too much water in. But not a problem. No big deal. Spoon to stir it. Stir this one I've got already. See that? Oh God, I'm sweating. Woo! You with me butcher's apron on to stop any muck going on me. Let's give this a little toss up. Now I can fit some potatoes in there. I can get some in. Not a lot like it. But what I do, I put what I can, potatoes, what will fit in. And then I boil some in another pan while that's cooking. Then by the time I take the lid off that's gone right down because it's boiled away. And then the ones I've done extra in the pan, I put them in and then I leave it for about an hour to soak all the flavours up. and it works every time because I'm doing it for a lot. Well, 7. Ooh. Some more spuds will go in that. And you know, to cut your potatoes, cut and peel your potatoes, you all know how to do that, so I spared you that. And this does have a line saying don't fill past there, so I'm just about on that line now. And I've got quite a few potatoes left here. I'll show you. But as I say, I'll put these, what's left, I'll put this, what's left, into a separate pan, and I'll put stock cubes in so they can cook there. So I'll put them stock cubes in, well, the beef cubes I mean. Now I put a bit, you might call it ketchup, we call it tomato sauce. Ketchup's the same. I put a big plug of that in. Or you could probably use tomato paste. Yes, you can use that as well. Then pepper. I like to use coarse ground black pepper. Just a little shake of that to season. And I also use fine Himalayan pink salt. You see that? I also use that. So, not too much, because you can always add more, but you can't take it out. We've all learned that in the past, haven't we? Now get me lid on. All spots are going there, you know. Put more potatoes in. That's the sound of it, the lid connecting. Where is my... I'm going to have to find my weight off it. No good without this. That's the weight, goes on the top. And then you'd have to put it on sealing. You make it seal, because this one's vent where it's letting the steam out when it's done. And you do that, and then you pull your apron up, because it's going to trip me up round my ankles any minute. So let's tie this, then I'll show you what I do. I'll show you what I do now. This is an instant pot. As you can see, it's on off now. So these settings, you've got pressure cook, meat stew, bean chili bean, that means, soup broth, slow cook, pressure level, keep warm, cancel, delay start, rice, multigrain, porridge, steam, yoghurt, sour beanie. What's that one? It's out. What's that one? Well, I haven't done half of them anyway. So I'm going to press meat stew, and it's saying an hour and 20 minutes. So that'll do for me. So now I just stand here, and it'll bleep when that's it. So it started to cook now. If I wanted to, I can go out now. But if I wanted to press stop, I can cancel, and I can go to delay start. Right, hang on, cancel, off. It's not going on this, hang on, what have I done wrong? Off, yes. Well, anyway, you can, when you first put it in, you can press delay start. I'm doing meat stew for now. So when that reaches the pressure, that it's cooking, it'll start counting down. And when the 1 hour, when the 1 hour and 20 minutes is gone, it's cooked. And then I have to, I'll show you, then I have to turn that to venting, and you've got to wait till that weight drops down and then it can open. These are the spare potatoes that were over. I won't put these on to cook till the pressure cooker's got, say, half an hour left to do. And then I've put an OXO cube in. Just put one in for now, and I'll taste it after I've just put an OXO cube in. So I'll see how that goes. And as I say, I'll put that on when it's got about half hour left to do in the pressure cooker. Then I'll drain them, or if the pressure cooker needs more water in, I'll put this water in. Well, not all of it, but I'll put some of it in if it looks too dry. If it looks too wet, don't panic, because just sprinkle a few gravy granules in, stir it, and it'll be fine. If any of my grandkids are watching this, or Leah, Lauren or anyone, it'll be it by now. So no use ringing up saying, Nan, save us a bowl of it, it'll be gone. I usually do this the day after, post it the day after I've done something. So don't bother ringing your Nan, because it'll all be gone. Yum yum, it'll be in my tongue. Do you know what? As this is such a popular dish with all the kids and the family, I've put extra mince and this and that in this bowl, and I'm going to put this on to cook. All that's in that pan is going to go in this pan. Won't go to waste. I freeze it in the Ziploc bags, in the zip seal bags when it's done. So none will go to waste. And the kids always say when they come, have you got any frozen scouse, Nan? So I know it won't go to waste in this house. Don't know if you can hear this, but it's making a small hissing noise. That means it's coming up to pressure. You hear it? And this will come up, letting it know it's pressure cooking. And then that will go on the 120 to count down. I can alter that, because it doesn't take an hour and 20. It only takes about 3/4 of an hour. I can alter it and go to the takeaway sign. I can also plus if I want to cook it longer. I'll just let you see. This one, the smaller pan I've done, is bubbling away now. I'll probably end up at, oh no I won't, stewing steaks in the other one. It's only mince in this. And as I'm the cook and I bought the messages, I'll be getting this one. I've lowered that down a bit too late, it's splashed everywhere. But that'll be cooking nicely while the other one's doing. So you can't hardly hear it. It just makes like a little noise when the pressure's building up, but not like the old-fashioned ones that used to make you jump out your skin. These are just a gentle hissing noise letting you know it's coming up to the pressure. And as I say, this will come up so it pressure cooks. I'm trying to catch it to show you. It's trying to come up now where it's reaching the pressure. See, you can see it. Now this will come up any minute now. That just means it's reaching its pressure point, so don't worry about it. There you go. Did you see it? Just, there you go. Popped up. Now that will go on cook. It'll count down. There you go, it's counting down now, but I don't think it's going to take an hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to lower that. Right, plus and minus. I'm going to leave it on that. 58. It doesn't really need that neither because it cooks it very quick in these pressure cookers, but I'm going to leave it on that because the stew and steak in, so it's well done and falls to pieces. Meantime, back at the mill, you know, like yesterday, I look like Donald Trump. Not far off him again today. And today I look like Casper, the friendly ghost, so I stuck a bit of colour on my face because I thought, oh my God, Catherine. Casper the friendly ghost has got nothing on you because I let my false tan come off, you see, during the week. Let my skin have a breather. Do it with the bicarb to get the dead cells off. Then I start, when the weekend starts coming round or I'm going out, I put the false tan on. So now you know. Well, this little pan I've done, this is done. We only put a bit of minced beef in that. But that one's done. But I might have a little tiny bit of this. But I want to wait for the other ones got stew and steak in. Well, I've just had a bowl of this one. And it was absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely. Just with the minced beef in that one. Hasn't even got the stew and steak in, but it was gorgeous. This one's gone off now, so just got to wait for the pressure to drop before we can open the lid. This takes about 5 or 10 minutes for the pressure to drop, but me being me, I knock the bent thing over a bit and help it do quicker. Not supposed to do that, like, but it's done me no harm in the past. But if you leave it, it will drop itself. And then you've got to wait for that button to drop back down. Then you can open the lid. You can't open the lid till that drops back down. Now that's just dropped down. But that means the pressure's gone off it and the lid will come off. Don't know what it's going to look like. You all ready for this? You all ready for this? Din, 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 din. There you go. And there's the big lump of stewed beef, what I'll chop up now. And that is done. I've just chopped the mince and that up. See the chunks of stewed beef and that. It was the mince that I had to separate. The stewed beef was done. So that's my pan of scouse, as I say, what I make. And I'm having a bowl of it now. Because I've been starving, waiting for it to be cooked. And I am going to put you, and guess what? I'm cooking where I put my makeup on as well. So don't worry about it. Different day. Different. And that what I've cooked in the little pan is going to go into here. I'll show you now. See what I mean? That extra what I put in the little pan, I've took a bowl of that out for myself now. But this is for my nieces and nephews that are over from Jersey. I'm going to send some over to them. There's 5 of them. So I think they'll enjoy that, do you? And I hope you do. And I'm going to get some beetroot on it, or red cabbage, and some crusty bread with it. And it'll go down a treat, I know it will. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you have a go of it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends that Nanny's girl is a boss cook. And I know if I don't like it, no one else will. So The proof of the pudding's in the tasting, isn't it? And I've already tasted a little bowl of the one in the pan. It was gorgeous. So I hope you do this. I hope you make it at home. Bye for now. Love you all. Like, share, tell your mates. Bye.